Hello! It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023, and this is a bonus episode of the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. I don't have any news or anything because I don't think we do news on these, and it's been like a year since we did one of these.
It's been a while. Hello though. Guess who's back? It's me. It's JoJo. It's your favorite. I know I'm everyone's favorite. You better tell me I'm your favorite listener. It's my birthday and I'm a little birthday boy. You better tell me.
This is going to be doubly surreal because this is going to have to come out at the beginning of November or something.
I know.
Because of the way we're scheduling podcasts. Because it's going to be about something that's going to have to come out soon to stay relevant.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyhow.
Who else is here?
We're going by order in Discord, so...
Okay, then hello. It's me, Emma. I have returned from beyond the grave. Wait, this isn't even a Halloween episode. Never mind.
Yeah, save that energy for mid-October.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I've returned from getting my flu shot yesterday. I'm barely lucid, and I'm really ready to watch anime.
Excellent.
Nice.
Hey, it's me. It's Louis. I've been here the entire time, so that's cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I don't have anything to say either, actually.
Yeah.
I've been reading comics. That's about it.
Very nice. We're so close to being done with Geats.
That too. Yes.
So close.
We had to stop for emergency cat food.
Yeah, I had to go buy pretzels, some cat food. God, Geats at the end gets real violent.
Yeah, Kamen Rider does that.
I mean, more so than some of the Kamen Riders that I've seen. There was lots of mouth blood.
That tracks with the few facts I know about Kamen Rider, such as the green one ate dudes.
I think you're talking about Amazon.
Yeah, I'm talking about Amazon.
It's a good time. After a long string of hiatus episodes, we thought we ought to put some away for a rainy day, and we've been waiting for JoJo to come back so we can do this one specifically because we're going to do One Piece live action. Yeah, it's time to break me off a piece.
Quick, Joey, do the One Piece rap.
Yeah,
all of it.
Yo. Dreaming.
Tell us about Zolo.
He's just like a samurai.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not much fanfare to go through. Let's just go turn that on.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's find the treasure that'll make our dreams come true. His name is One Piece. He is gay for the treasure of the Grand Line, or whatever the theme song says. I kind of missed it. I'm sad that it wasn't in the show.
I mean, they couldn't.
I was outraged. That he did not say the thing.
I know.
And the title of the show doesn't make any sense anymore.
I guess.
I was being an ass doing riffs while we were all watching it. Just being like, hey Jonesy, why do we call it One Piece anyway? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Mate, haven't you seen the big floating letters out over the sea every morning?
They just keep happening.
Get me a proper either ain't made out of wood and it's got no splinters in it. My belief is that the two pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean are in One Piece live action as well somewhere. We just have to look for them.
That they are.
It's really true. They're absolutely there.
So yeah, I don't know if we want to do like a rundown of this show that's 20 years old.
I mean, we could do. I mean,
There's some slight differences.
there's enough small
according
differences.
to y'all.
How have all of us seen at least a fair amount of the first arc of One Piece? Or
No.
no.
No, but I actually fairly recently, like this summer, watched the first episode of One Piece the anime.
Oh wow.
I have seen the one episode that you showed us about the fucked up cake man.
Yeah.
And
that was one of the Baroque Works members, which was hinted at in this episode.
And a bunch of clips of him fighting Kaido for what seems like the past 5 years.
Like Mr. 3, I want to say, did the wax thing.
Mr. 3 has the Tom Powers, yes.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't.
Listen, Emma, we did that bonus episode with Ryan, so it was unavoidable. All of us would not stop saying it.
It got pretty creamy.
Anyway, let's talk about this entirely new thing that I actually had a chance of understanding because I saw it from the beginning.
True.
So yeah, I guess we'll do a little rundown. We just won't be strict about it. And since it's a bonus episode, you guys just interrupt me whenever the fuck you want.
How's that any different from normal?
If it's on a normal episode, I skillfully steer us back to the topic of conversation, or else I cut big chunks of it out in the editing process. So yeah, we open on the open sea where a young Monkey D. Luffy is Jack Sparrowing his way across the ocean.
Canon events.
He's got a tiny boat, and I want to get into it. I want to start to get into it, which it took me a long time to decide whether I like this portrayal. I have decided that he is an excellent Luffy. He just lacks the one characteristic me, an outsider, associates with the character design of Luffy, which is when I look him in the face, I don't get scared because I see the black, lifeless eyes of a shark staring back at me.
Which, to be fair, is just like the art style. Like,
yeah.
He's very, very, very well cast.
I realized I was being unreasonable. And he's very good.
I'm extremely grateful that they did not somehow find someone who really looks like that, like in real life normally. Or worse, fucking like wired his eyes bigger or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad there was no prosthetic involved.
He's got fucking Sampaku eyes. But anyway, he's explaining to the camera that he's going to be king of the pirates while he bails out water because he can't swim. And initially I was just be like, oh, I don't like it when people talk directly to the camera. Oh, except we're a bird.
Yeah, he's talking to...
And he's trying to get the bird to join his pirate crew. And the bird's just like, I'm a postman. Leave me alone.
He's trying to recruit the news coup.
He's just taking a rest on your sinking boat. And it becomes quite apparent that he is losing the fight, so he decides to just climb into a barrel and pull the lid down over him, and we go from there. Where do we go from there? Immediately afterwards,
a scene of some ships shooting at each other.
Yeah. Because they're burying the lead here. This is something I wanted to talk about, which is the set design and a lot of the prosthesis and costume design for this strikes a really interesting nerve for me, I guess, in that every time I see them try and recreate a fucked up One Piece ship design, it makes me laugh. because they're doing it accurately the only way they can, but in in like a realistic style, everything looks like it's made out of fondant.
You
Yeah, a
know,
little
that's
bit.
really true.
It looks a little bit like a cake. And yeah, that's
Like-
what Alvina's ship looks like. It's big and pink and it's got hearts all over it.
At the
Looks like
very
a cake.
beginning,
So accurate.
at the very beginning when it showed the like wide shot of all those completely identical boats,
Mhm.
I was thinking like me when I log into Turbo Squid. But like when that I had just gotten done typing, the CGI actually looks pretty good. And then the fucking boat showed up, that big pink boat, and I was like, Jesus Christ. But I actually liked, there was something kind of charming about it. It kind of felt like when you go to like an amusement park and they've got like the Viking boat ride that swings, and it's like, I don't know. I kind of liked how like
Well, we always
weirdly
had
cartoony it was.
we always had the conquistador,
Mhm.
but this will tie into like a grand theory I have about One Piece live action later. But yeah, they're having a fight. Pink boat wins, and you get to see some pirates swagger aboard. And the pirate captain Alvida, who is a big lady with a club.
I like her. She's so cute.
She does it well.
They casted her well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I mean that good.
Complimentary.
She gets to grill the seaman on the location of now how do you say his front name? Because everybody says Zorro.
Zoro.
Roronoa.
Zoro.
Roronoa?
Roronoa.
I sound like a talking dog.
R-O-N-O-A. Roronoa.
Roronoa. Zorro.
You got it, Scoob.
And get some displeasing information because not only is he not on the boat, he got off on. I've forgotten the name.
Island.
Okay, it's Sixes like because that. I was gonna say Skeksis, and that's not right.
100 Skeksis.
Skeksis Island. Jesus, they're there.
We have to speed up. Oh my god, it's gonna take us hours.
I know.
So like 5 minutes.
So yeah, finds out that not only that, but she's not even on his list of pirates, and she kills that guy for his insolence, and makes a young boy with the thickest fucking Coke bottle glasses I've ever seen clean up the blood. This is questionable because hey, Alvida, why are you bringing people over to your boat to splatter their brains everywhere? You had 2 boats.
Because she can make her crew clean it up, and it's a power move.
Also, I don't think that she thinks very far in advance of her.
You know, that's probably true.
From the little time we spent, with her, she didn't seem to be like a tactical genius. So anyway, we cut to later that evening where after Kobe, because that's the kid's name, has cleaned up the spot. He is cleaning up her club, which looks like a big ducky.
It's good.
The spikes all over the back. It's cleaning that up, and he hears some strange noises. And he says, "Well, what is that? My God!" And it's a barrel full of Luffy. Who gets out and just like, "Yo, what's up? You got any grub?
You got some snacks in here?"
I've been in a fucking barrel for days. And they have a light conversation about you got to shut up. Alvida's the baddest bitch there ever was. You got to get off this boat right now. And proceed to start to get off the boat. Wherein Luffy does some physical comedy with an oar and smashes a big gong to wake everybody up.
Classic.
They have a little conversation, conversation with Alvida, where she decides Kobe's, I don't know, on her shit list now. and she decides to try and kill them both with a kanabo. And it is revealed that Luffy's like a stretchy mutant freak.
Yes, this is the reveal of the rubber powers.
Yeah.
How did we feel about this?
It was really fucking scary looking.
It's. I had a fright response to it.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, if you saw that in real life, like, everyone is scared of it. Like,
that's true. Everyone else on the boat is having my reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a flashback to those terrible Fantastic Four movies.
I was just about to say, if I can just, I've seen so many different Fantastic Fours that, like, I don't think I realized how much Reed Richards wearing clothes kind of softened the blow. But being able to see Luffy's naked arms stretch is, like, really, really upsetting.
So yeah. and I'll remind you that the Fantastic Fours were so bad it scared Marvel off of stretchiness forever.
Yeah.
To the point where they changed Kamala Khan's powers and
I could talk about that for an hour if you want.
Oh, we can't.
We can barely contain what we've got here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did throw that in for you.
Thank you.
So speeding up, Luffy wins that fight. All the pirates are just like, okay, fine, leave. And him and Kobe get on a little boat, where it is revealed that Luffy, while being able to do that kind of shit, doesn't really have a plan or a map or know where he is.
This is 100% canon Luffy. Like,
yeah. From what I understand of him, yeah, that makes sense.
Why he needs a crew.
So they concoct a plan right there
support crew.
To sail their little dinghy to a marine base so that Kobe can join the Marines and Luffy can steal from the Marines, a conflict they will deal with later.
It'll be fine.
So we go there. We do that. They go to a bar to discuss things and eat just shitloads of food. At some point did we have the Zoro scene where he sliced everybody to pieces?
Yeah.
Yes.
Zoro,
that was they whenever Alvita was asking about Zoro, I think they cut to Zoro on Sixus Island. And
you want to explain that?
Yes. So
original
Zoro
content
is this is original content, but it is canon. It is canon to the story.
Oh shit.
Yes, this is canon to the story. Only hinted at in canon. But so Zoro is lighting some candles and a mysterious figure comes in and asks him who that's for. And Zoro alludes to his past. They will get into that later. But our mysterious figure reveals himself as Mr. Seven of Baroque Works, which is going to be an important organization in the second arc. But for now, it's just foreshadowing or Easter eggs for fucking nerds like me. And Zoro just chops this guy in half. And he's gonna, because he's a pirate hunter. He
fully bisects this man.
Pretty cleanly.
That guy did not even like put up a good fight. He just fucking got wasted.
There is almost no blood.
Mr. 7 became Mr. 3.5.
Nice.
So Zoro just puts him in a bag and hauls him off to claim that bounty.
So yeah. We introduce all of our characters in this scene in the bar because Zoro is there. He's there to turn in the bounty and get a drink. There is another character there, a redhead named Nami, who is suspicious. And just because of the nature of Marines, who I will consider analogous to any military person I have ever met, there's a fight. Because there's some shitheads.
Well, to be fair, the Marines at this particular base are canonically like kind of shittier.
Oh yeah, they're just a bunch of assholes.
Because Morgan is their leader, and
He's a psychopath with an axe for a
yes,
hand.
correct.
Yeah, I get it. So yeah, there's a fight. Zoro gets to fuck up a bunch of Marines. Luffy gets to salivate over him, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Luffy's like, I want him.
And
Same.
And yeah, I was waiting for that. And Nami gets to knock some guy out and steal his uniform.
Yeah, Nami. I like Nami's like thing because like she, all the Marines are in there trying to flirt with her, and she's like looking at him like, "No, you're too tall."
No, you're too tall.
She goes after this like short bald
Ass
guy,
not fat enough.
and she's like flirting him up, and it's revealed that she only did that because she wants to steal his uniform.
She wants to steal his uniform.
Yeah.
It's her size. I love
Which
it.
was that was really funny. Was like when it dawned on me, like, oh, she said he was too tall because she needs to take his clothes.
Yeah, she does.
So yeah, in our next scene, Zoro is dealing with the papa of one of the Marines he beat the ass of, who is Axe Hand Morgan, who is a psychopath with an axe for a hand and is in a position of authority over these people.
It just
he offers
they
him.
never said Helmeppo's name.
They didn't. His name is Helmeppo.
Yeah, Helmeppo's a shit.
Does he deserve to have his name said?
Yes.
Yes, he is. I would say he's a more important character than Morgan, actually.
Interesting. So yeah, he gets offered a job. He says no. Morgan doesn't take it well and puts him in the stocks for 7 days. Luffy and Kobe discuss the discuss the moral implications of becoming a police officer. And don't reach any conclusions, but he says, hey, you can still be my friend. You can prepare the boat while I go and do something that you don't have to know about.
Just pretend, just look away. It'll be fine.
Nami just gets into the fort. She's very goal-oriented. Follows some guys in a uniform. Tries to get into the map room. Gets discovered. Puts on a convincing persona of I'm just here to find a map of the Grand Line because the captain told me to. And she's like, he keeps all those in his safe. And she's just like, how about I kick your ass?
Well, then the short guy from earlier shows up again. Yeah. He's like, hey, you're the girl that stole my uniform.
I'm trying to cut it down for
no, but she beats them
up. She beats their ass with a staff. Luffy comes up in the courtyard through a grate and it's just like, and he's just wandering around and Zoro's just like, get lost. And he's like, I am lost. I'm supposed to come up in the building.
I love it.
He's just, and they have a conversation about, hey, you should join my crew. I literally hunt your kind for money. Oh yeah, you keep saying that. Just think about it. And he unties him.
Luffy like says things like, that's because you haven't met me yet. And I'm just like, Luffy, you can't be saying these things.
But also, Luffy's correct because everyone who meets Luffy kind of falls in love with Luffy, or at least his crew. Like they adore him, and it becomes more clear later on. But man, like Luffy's kind of charismatic.
So yeah, he goes back into his grate and immediately falls through the roof in the map room. Nami's just like, I'm going to take you into custody. And he's like, no, you're not. You're not a Marine. I heard all that shit. I got to go get my map from that guy's office. And just like, oh, yeah. And then they end up getting forced together because, of course, they do. They go out to find the map. They run into the guy, put on a convincing story.
Like, oh, yeah, this is a prisoner, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, it's a real Star Wars ass conversation.
Yeah.
Get into his office and try and figure out how to get the map. Let's see.
There's a Dora the Explorer joke here, but I'm blanking. Someone help.
The map.
There's
The map.
yes. There is a moment we cut away like what's Zoro up to now.
Oh yeah. So the little shithead has his sword, and is posing naked with it before his mirror.
And there's there's a lingering shot of like his ass jiggling as he turns around.
El Meppo ass jump scare.
Well, he really posts heavily whenever he turns.
Yeah,
like he like whips it.
He whips that Helmumpy around.
The way the shot is, okay, I can't acknowledge what just was said because I will go crazy. The way the shot was shot was Joey. The way the shot was shot, like I verbatimly like had to be like, does he have pants on? And then just ask
immediately.
It was so funny. Like the exact moment that Louis was like, "Is he wearing like no?"
No, he's not.
He's not wearing pants.
Anyway, Zoro shows up and he just takes the sword away from him, and he's just like, "Are you gonna kill me?" It's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna do something worse to you."
I get the joke now. Okay.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
I didn't put that. I didn't.
A little haircut.
I didn't get the brick joke.
The guys in the basement wake up, tell Morgan what's up. They sound the alarms. He books it back to his office. They find his safe in the floor, and being pressured like this because the man is going to shining his way through that door very quickly. Luffy decides to just yank the safe out of the ground, which Nami initially looks at him as if he's insane, but he is made out of rubber. And every time this gets revealed to somebody, they just have this. If you froze it, they just have this look of horror on their face. That's the reality of what is happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
He manages to yank it out of the floor and them through the window. We speculated on why Nami survived this fall. I think we arrived on she landed on Luffy, or either that, or she was protected by the 6 or 7 uniforms that she had stolen by that point. Because she obviously operates like Hitman.
Yeah, for sure.
She shoots everybody.
It's time to have a fight in the courtyard. Oh, also Zoro's there.
So Zoro's like, I'm not going to help. And then he's like, I'm going to help.
He's like, I'm not going to help. Oh, but I do love a sword fight.
He does
mysterious music plays.
Yeah,
I do love killing.
Oh boy, here I go killing again. So yeah, they have a fight about it. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good as a.
The choreography is good.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure even I could resist a fight with a guy who had an axe for a hand. I mean, are you serious? When are you going to get to fight a guy with an axe for a hand?
Exactly.
Zoro gets to do his 3 swords thing. He
gets to do his 3 swords thing. Luffy gets to stretch all over the place and beat the living shit out of people.
Nami gets to use her little staff thing.
No. Nami gets to stand in the background for most of the time.
No, she actually gets kind of more than
there is initially
canonically gave her.
Yeah, there is initially some good choreography with her beating the shit out of people with the staff. But whenever the 2 of them are going to fight axe hand, she just melts out of frame.
I mean, that's fair.
They get a little in the weeds with the swords.
They did not want to figure out how she was going to factor into that.
To be fair, Nami is what's considered part of the quote weakling trio.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they win. Zoro just picks up the safe and walks away with it.
This is a good moment.
They go to get on the boat, and they're accosted by Bitch Boy again, who has frankly approached this with a better plan than he did last time, because he has just brought guns. They do still laugh at him.
I do like that the joke about the hair is like they gave him his canonical hairstyle, and everyone's like, "Your hair fucking is stupid."
It's just like
Yeah,
it's
Very
dumb.
bad.
it was very good.
And he shoots at them once and misses, but he's gonna go again, and he might hit them, except for Kobe has punched him the fuck out.
Fire,
Yeah, go Kobe.
fire.
Go Kobe.
Yeah.
And then they and then they decide to book it because they have to leave because they've just fucked up the whole marine island.
Yeah.
And Kobe says, "I'm not going with you. I'm still joining the Marines. Maybe I can make a difference." He can't make a difference.
He can do his best.
Good
They-
Marines quit, Kobe.
They leave, and then we cut to we cut away to a big battleship with a bulldog face, and man I assume to
Y'all
be
know who it is.
Mr. Garp, who, by the way, I have seen several clips of him and his Japanese voice acting, and let me tell you, I did not expect him to be a soft-spoken Scot.
Yeah, when he was talking at the like,
He
very
literally
beginning,
always looks like he's screaming in the anime.
I mean, he kind of is. Yeah.
But yeah, he gets a call on the slug phone,
Did
on
they
the
say
snail
Garp's full
phone.
name?
No, I
They
don't
did
think
not
so. But
reveal
Okay.
that in this episode. They will
Okay,
very
okay.
quickly
I know
reveal
who he is. I figured out the from the silhouette, you know.
it.
But yeah, he gets the news and he's just like, "Oh shit, we should probably go to Shell's Island." There was a pirate with a straw hat stole a map of the Grand Line, and they also talk about Baroque works or whatever. And then
The
it's
There's a
straw
over.
lot
hat
of
thing.
Baroque works.
The straw hat thing will be
Relevant.
relevant to, because Garp immediately like has made the connection,
Mhm.
like about who that is. Like, okay,
So-
yeah, that's Luffy.
Oh yeah, and then there's an after credit scene which I didn't understand, but it's a bunch of clips from next episode.
When you are watching the bar scene, you have to be really like watchful. That guy was in the bar.
Oh! I was talking about the after episode thing. We forgot to talk about the fucking
Oh.
clown.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Because I did see that guy. I said, I literally said character design spotted.
I'm trying to remember what his name. He's got a name.
But
He looked like the singer from Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Yeah, he's complaining to his boss that he didn't get the map because there were like 3 other pirates there, and they were clearly planning it for months. And then we get the reveal of Buggy the Clown, who's just like, "That's my map, and I'll fucking kill you about it."
Buggy is so perfect. He does so good.
His hair does look like a Party City wig.
Oh my god,
Uh-huh.
live action Chop Chop.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the guy in the bar. His name is Kabaji.
Kabaji.
Like cabbage?
Kabaji.
Isn't there already a guy
Okay.
named Cabbage
Cabbage.
somewhere?
No, that's a.
That's
Oh boy, we can't get into that. That is a a
dear.
joke name. His name is Cavendish.
Cavendish?
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much all of it. That guy, he's riding a unicycle in that image. Why?
Yes. Because he's clown core.
Oh yeah, they're all
They're
clown.
clowns.
Honk honk.
Yeah, the Clussy Brigade.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, no, you're right. I
Come
shouldn't have said
on.
that.
You're better than that.
So yeah, that's pretty much the show. What do we actually have to say of substance about it? I want to tell you guys about my like grand unifying theory of the aesthetics of live action One Piece.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was initially greatly put off by some of them because, like I said, the stretching is alarming, and
Yeah.
some of the sets look like they're made out of fondant, and Buggy's got Party City hair, and I saw a picture. I know that guy's name. I saw fucking Arlong, and I hate him. He's bad.
Arlong
bad
and
to
his
see.
fishmen.
All of this is kind of fucked up, but it's not a problem because it's all fucked up in the same way.
Yes.
It's consistent, and I think about One Piece, and I think about Eiichiro Oda and his fucking art styles, and I go, wait a second, regular
that
One Piece is fucked up.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
tracks.
This is actually
Yeah.
this is really accurate to how fucked up some of One Piece look.
That's just
Yeah.
no, like that's just the world. Like,
That's
okay,
very true.
to me, okay, this is gonna be a weird comparison to make, but
Okay.
like it reminds me of like live action, like Whoville. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
does that make any
god.
sense?
Yeah.
Like, that's just the
Yeah.
world they live in, and like there's a bunch of weird, fucked up things, but like
The Grinch is
what the
there.
Doctor Seuss like looks like. Like
Yeah.
that's
I
just
want
what
you to
the,
join my
you know what
crew,
I'm
Mr.
saying?
Grinch.
You'd make an excellent ship's engineer. So yeah, it's not a problem for me.
No, like I like
See-
it. It looks good.
So
I will draw the line at Frankie though. I don't want to see him.
I want to. I
Okay,
want to
Frank-
see that free.
I-
Frankie's fine until after Impel Down, and then
He
you
gets
gotta worry.
he's not fine, but he gets worse.
He gets so much
Um,
worse.
I am personally really excited to see 2020 Chopper.
I know, me
Mhm.
too. Chopper, yeah.
I still
What
stand
the
by my
hell?
Lindsay Lohan casting for Chopper.
Other things of substance. I really the casting was pretty great, and I really appreciate the choreography in this. The fight scenes
Yes.
are good. They're rousing adventure fight scenes like Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's fun.
I can't think of a single casting that I didn't find like kind of a little perfect.
Even
I-
Bitch Boy is well cast.
Yeah, but
He's
he-
putting his
Yeah.
Helmeco's well cast.
he's putting his
Colby's
whole ass into being a
great.
little bitch boy.
Alvida's great. Even fucking like side characters like Kabaji, perfect casting. Like fucking yeah. Morgan, great. Listen.
I had just a handful of things that
Okay.
were like I think it's extremely well cast, and I even think like Helmeppo. I don't think the guy who they cast as Helmeppo looks like Helmeppo, but he feels like Helmeppo.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
like, no, that's the thing is all of
Um,
them like are capturing the energy.
Yeah, I will say, I thought Gold Roger looked like an off-brand Daniel Day-Lewis.
Holy shit! Yeah.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
I was trying to think of who he looked like, and I was like, oh man.
Could they get Daniel Day-Lewis for this?
No, certainly
Question.
not.
I mean, he's a lunatic. They just have
Maybe.
they have to push the right combination of buttons to get him to do.
They'll cast him as
Cast-
Chopper. I thought Zoro had a higher pitched voice and was a little more delicate looking than I've imagined him, but he was also so sexy that it was hard to focus while he was on screen, so I don't really hate that.
I also feel like Zoro is like almost a little too sexy.
It was
like-
a little weird. Like some of the shots that they linger on, it was like, whoa, somebody really
like,
likes
Do you
this
think
guy.
that's in his actor's contract?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't mind
hopefully.
though.
No,
I-
no. I just think whoever was behind the camera just got carried away.
Yeah, and whoever was in the editing room was like, "Yeah, we'll keep these.
Yeah,
we'll keep
no,
all
I
of
get
these."
it.
I didn't know that some of the other actors, Zoro's actor, his name is Makenyu. I need you to
Mhm.
know some of the other live action anime roles he's had.
They did a mistake.
of
with
interest-
Googling him.
Okay.
Of interest to this group, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable
Who was it?
as Okuyasu.
Holy shit!
We have
Oh, this is why I know him.
killed you. He's in Full Metal. Oh yeah, you would know him from Kamen Rider probably.
Yeah.
He is in one of the movies. He was in Full Metal Alchemist as Scar.
Wow.
Yep.
I
He
mean,
was
Scar
in
and Zoro have similar energy.
in 2020. He was in.
And And Okuyasu?
Not Okuyasu. I'm ignoring that one. Spider's Okuyasu is an outlier and will not be counted.
Hey, Josuke!
He's in Kaiji Final Game in 2020.
Holy shit.
Who was he?
Interest to me only.
Was he
no one
Kaiji?
important. No,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They just made up their own story for that one. Anyhow, yeah, he's got a very impressive.
I'm
I've all of them were doing their own stunts, by the way,
very
Yeah,
nice.
I noticed.
which is really impressive.
It's kind of fucking crazy. It definitely felt like the type of show where like the whole cast was like in it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Oh, yeah, they are.
everybody in this show is like, fuck yes, I'm in
That-
One Piece.
Oh yeah, they all
Yeah.
seem to be really into it. Even if I
Yeah.
would say, even if they didn't have the prior history with it, because all of them, I have individually seen all of them talk about meeting fucking Eiichiro Oda and saying, "Oh, he was the fucking nicest man I've ever met. He gave me gifts and shit."
Oda?
Yeah.
Oda literally put a straw hat on Luffy's actor's
Mhm.
head and said,
Like he was
Yeah.
knighting him.
It was really cute. I love it.
Oh.
It made me happy.
All right, before I lose it, and I don't know where to take this anymore. The fucking
Okay.
Okuyasu thing has completely blindsided me, and I'm gonna need a couple of hours to recover. But I did want to add one little bitchy complaint to it, which is Morgan's dumb little jaw thing distracted me every fucking time I saw it.
I mean, to be fair, he
Yeah.
looks like that. He just looks like
I mean,
that.
that's fine, but I'm just
I
looking at it and
know.
I'm just like, Darth Malik?
Yeah. You know, I will say I looked again at Morgan from the anime and I was like, actually, yeah, no. Like
That's what he likes. He's even got the stupid zebra pants.
It fits him a
Yeah.
little better in the anime.
Yeah, I do think so. I think that the piece that they designed for the guy to wear wasn't quite the shape of his jaw.
Mm,
And there was
yeah.
anytime he turned to the side, you could see it was kind of like really forward on his cheeks and it looked strange. But
I don't know.
but otherwise I thought
agree
it looked
with
really
you.
good.
I guess we all get our one bitchy complaint. Mine was there were some scenes that were too dark. I'm like,
yeah,
like
maybe.
we got. I think this is like a problem with all media these days, but
Too dark in tone or too dark in value?
no, like value, like
Lighting value.
The scene where
yeah.
Luffy first meets Kobe, like too dark. The scene where Zoro chops a guy in half, borderline. I guess I can kind of almost forgive that one because it was like candlelit, but I don't know.
You could say, listen, you're not alone in this complaint. It's just you're just complaining about it in One Piece. There's an obsession with like naturalistic lighting in film lately that, when done correctly, say by fucking Mr. Eggers, looks good. But everybody trying to ape it just makes every movie look the same and too dark and murky.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this is the worst case I've seen of it. Like, I think for the most part, this was like pretty well. Like, it's just for me. Like every now and then, it was a moment like I can't see any shit here.
So
I'm just on the record to say I have no bitchy complaints.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Very good.
Good and virtuous podcast.
I give a golf clap to One Piece live action.
I think my main complaint is I thought the sets looked great. I thought the props looked great. I thought the costumes looked great. But some of the makeup, and I think it's safe to say all of the hair looked really off to me.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
It's a rough thing. It's a rough thing trying to translate anime hair onto people.
Yeah. I think that I don't know. They went for it a lot with like all of the visual things that they tried to bring in from the anime and from the manga. And I really, really liked that. And I kind of wish that they had pushed it a little more in certain areas, because I feel like they had a lot of like really natural looking like lighting and like gradients and stuff. And I kind of wish I could see the crazy pirate colors a little more in some of the scenes.
Valid.
But
And those are my gripes.
But yeah, JoJo's already seen all of this, so this is irrelevant. But we gotta ask: would you watch more?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll probably watch the rest of this. I have Netflix.
Yes, this is how JoJo wins.
This was already on my list. I just was putting it off for this episode.
Yeah, I was saving this. I was saving this as a treat for JoJo.
I was definitely saving this to watch it with you guys, and not because my boyfriend and my roommate fucking refused to watch the live action One Piece with
Why?
I get it.
But it's so good.
But it's actually pretty good.
So we'll say the scales have officially been balanced against the Bebop disaster.
Order is restored.
Oh yeah.
I need you all to know that I have been resisting so hard nerding out at y'all about One Piece. Like, I could talk for hours about this episode.
Oh my god.
Myself.
Speaking of, this is a dark thought, and I just want to put it in here right at the end of the discussion.
Sure.
In the scene where he was looking in the mirror with the sword, I was just like, this is the counterbalance to every vicious scene from Bebop.
No.
Nude platinum blonde man with sword fucking around in front of the mirror.
Yeah, he was giving vicious in a major way.
I honestly expected him to maybe start to shave his balls.
No.
Ew.
Yeah, I apologize. Anyway, if you've got more things you'd like me to apologize for, you can tell me at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one the word, not the number. Hey, we still have Twitter despite it all. We're at One Episode Cast.
Despite
we also
it
have
all, it's
Blue
still us.
Sky. We're at One Episode Cast on there, I believe.
When I remember to update it.
Please remember to update it and give me an invite, by the way.
They recently put in the thing that lets you actually link videos in there, so I'll be more regular about that.
Oh, hell.
Wow.
I'm sorry about the balls thing. It was an intrusive thought.
It's okay.
Meppo is like a million times cooler than live action Bebop.
Yeah, even his hair looks better.
I mean, to be fair,
I don't know who is that actor. I feel like I've seen him in something
he does
before.
Seem vaguely familiar.
I feel
like look at all.
I may have even seen his ass in something before. I'm not
sure. Okay.